One of the key features of SharePoint is the ability to create lists, which can be used to store and organize data and information. Once you've created a list, you can begin adding items to it. Lists are used for adding a variety of things, such as tracking tasks, managing contacts, or storing documents. By adding a list to your SharePoint site, you can centralize your data and make it easier to access and work with. In addition, SharePoint lists offer a range of customization options, such as the ability to create custom views, set up alerts, and use workflows to automate processes. By taking advantage of those features, you can create a list that's tailored to your organization's specific needs and workflows. Adding a list to your SharePoint Intranet site can help improve collaboration, streamline processes, and increase productivity. So let's look at how we create a new list. So on the home page of our site, we select New, and inside that is List. So we're going to get a window that's going to pop up and have us create that list and give us some options. Inside here, we can create a blank list. If we already have one, we can create one from that. If we have data, we can upload that data into the list and create it from there. Or Microsoft gives you templates based on ideas of other people's and best uses, such as issue trackers, an onboarding process, events, assets, recruitment, travel requests, work progress tracker, content scheduler, playlists, gift ideas, expense trackers, and recipe trackers. So if you don't want to use one of those templates, you can just choose a blank list. And then you name it. You can put a description in there if you want, and the option to show it in the navigation. In this case, I'm going to show it in the navigation. And I say create. And once it creates it, it's going to take us to that list, and we can start managing it at that point. And here's our list. So inside list, we have a title, and then we can add columns. We said blank, so there's no pre-existing columns. So we get to choose what columns we want for this list. We can choose a text entry, multiple choice, date and time, multiple lines of text, a person's name, a number, yes, no, hyperlink, currency, location, image, lookup, manage data. If you choose one of them, then a window at the side opens up. You name it, can put a description in there. It's a single line of text. We already chose text, but you have the drop down and you can still change it if you wanted to. Maybe you want it to be metadata of some sort, so I can change that. And you can change it to a select a term, a set term. And you have more options too on how you can see that. Each one of the types have their own submenus. So if I go back to text, single line of text, you see that I have maximum number of characters, required that it contains information, force unique items. I can even have a default value in there if I wanted to automatically say something. So those are all the options. Close that down. Once I'm done, I hit save. And it adds that and makes that the column. So the purpose of your list is really important, and that'll determine what you use for your columns. But then you can manage it. So I can edit it in grid view, which allows me to click inside here and add information. Or if I exit grid view, I can go to new, and that allows me to add. Gives me a window where I can add information. And that would be the title. And then test line would be this one here. I'm just going to say red. I can even add attachments if I wanted to, and save. And it's going to add it in there. Now, once you have items in here, you can export them. I can share this list with somebody else. I can also have automations on this, certain rules for what to do with my list. So lots of stuff you can do with a list once you're working with it. And like I said, I added it to the navigation. So if I come up to the home, I will still see my test list listed here. And that is how you add a list to your intranet site.